Hey, who would have guessed? I'm back in Final Fantasy XIV. This will be the video where I do a bunch of side quests because I want to level up my warrior for stuff. So we'll try doing everything that's here in Tuliyollal, and then we're going to move on to the other areas. Do this one later. We'll do the role quests later at some point. All right, and my inventory needs a clean, so we'll figure something out. Because this is rough. I'll clean that out real fast, actually, now that I think about it, because it's not looking good, guys. Not good at all. Okay, this will have to do for now. But for the time being, let's hope to God that I don't run out of inventory space while I'm doing this. The Determined Naturalist. Ferocious beasts on foreign shores. The Determined Naturalist is a small, furry problem for you to solve. Well, I never. To think I'd run into you in Tuliyollal of all places. I'm from the Studium's Faculty of Biology. I've seen you before, back in Old Charlian. Oh, that reminds me. You'll have to forgive the impertinence, but there just so happens to be a matter I could use your help with. I'm researching Raleigh ecosystems, and I'm currently on the hunt for one creature in particular. In truth, I barely set foot on land before I made my discovery. Alas, as I was trying to secure the specimen for study, it got away from me. It has a somewhat peculiar cry, to say the least. The creature itself is covered in tawny brown fur and is rather small in stature. Oh no. The strangest thing is, I asked some of the locals whether they had heard such an animal, and they seemed quite baffled. You don't happen to know of the creature I speak of, do you? Yep, I'm just as baffled as the locals. Never heard of such a creature. Sounds like a giant beaver to me. Giant, you say? I should very much like to behold such grandeur with my own eyes. I shall conduct an extensive search of the port, which is where I first saw the creature. Might I ask you to search the high ground? I have the high ground, Shinichi. The residential district known as the Resplendent Quarter. Good lord. You gotta be kidding me, man. Special orders, special deliveries. The Peller has no clue how to navigate to Tuliyollal. Well, I'm in a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Can't exactly deliver the order if I'm lost now, can I? Curse these twisting streets. It's not really twisting. You there, with your decidedly unflappable composure. You know your way around these streets, yes? Could you pay a visit to my customers and let them know I brought their orders? Okay. Brilliant! Now you'll be looking for two different houses in the Resplendent Quarter. The first has deep blue and yellow walls, with feather decorations that hang from the eaves. The man who lives there is a very eloquent Hanu Hanu. The second is home to a rather voracious moblin. You're looking for sky blue walls with a yellow roof, a storehouse, and decorative vases out front. Vases? How would they say it? Because we're now in America. And here we say vase. Well, most places we say vase. Well, I guess what we'll do is we'll come down here, past Morrow's Measure. I don't think there's anything here, right? Yeah. Come by Morrow's Measure. We'll, like, essentially get up all that stuff. We'll end up at the dirigible landing and teleport around the place, I'm thinking. That's the plan. Dawntrail's been pretty fun. I'm hoping these side quests will be just as equally fun. If not, you know, emotionally damaging. You know, the normal. A drum major. You guys drumming up some support, huh? For whom the drum beats. Breathtaking, isn't it? I'd wager you'd be hard-pressed to find a more majestic drum anywhere. Alas, exposed as it is to the elements, it requires a lot of upkeep, which is where we of the Fife and Drum Corps come in. Speaking of which, what's taking you so long? Say, you strike me as the dependable sort. Might I trouble you to find our new recruit? He was tasked with handling today's inspection. Given how long it's taking him, it's possible he ran into trouble. But I'm supposed to be supervising things here. Check behind the tower and you should find him. The tower, huh? I actually never knew you'd climb up here. My man down there somewhere? Hey. Can I help you? Wait, the drum major sent you. Oh, gods be good. I've wasted too much time. I've already finished checking the drum in the tower, mind you, but I just had to go and drop my tools. Now I can't find them. Will you help me look? I could really use a second pair of eyes right now. Sucks to suck, man. Don't worry, man. I've been there. Scour Hell's Half Acre for these fucking tools. Wee. Bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Man, can you give me a hint? Where'd you drop them? Must be around here somewhere. Whoops. Overshot it. Put too much oomph into that drop. Which floor was it on? I'm sure it's just right here, right? Oh. Got it. What does the world come to when you can't inspect your own drums? Hey, bud. Any luck? Contains myriad instruments with which to test or repair a drum's condition. Here you go. Oh, I'm so glad you found them. You're a lifesaver, truly. If I dared to report back without them, the Major would have grilled me into a fine char. With that settled, I really must return to my other duties. I'd be most grateful if you could inform the Major on my behalf. Sure. Can't do your own goddamn job, I'll do it for you. There you are. I'm told you helped our recruit find the inspection kit after he dropped it. Your generosity means more to our community than you might realize. This drum is essential for the protection and well-being of our people. It not only marks the time of day, but also honors the Lands Guard returning home from duty. And in times of crisis, it can be used to warn the populace of danger. That is why we must keep it in pristine condition at all times. But of course, our most common duty as the Fife and Drum Corps is to perform as a musical ensemble. It takes tremendous upper arm strength to beat a drum of this scale, and as Major, my job is to pound our greenest recruits into shape. Perhaps I've been slacking. Before I forget, take this. You've earned it. Savvy Stable Master. Level 96 bracelet. Really? Savvy Stable Master herd is missing an alpaca or two. Shinichi, is it? I've heard all about your affinity with the alpacas. My cousin works on the ranch at Montebello. He was practically gushing. As it so happens, I have need of your talents. Some of the herd escaped during the attack on the city the other day. I managed to round up most of them, but we're still too short. They haven't been seen leaving via the gates, so I think it's safe to assume they're hiding somewhere within the city walls. So how about it? Can I ask you to round up those last 2 stragglers? All over the place, huh? Thank you. Oh, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but despite being trained as mounts, alpacas are easily rattled. If you come across our stragglers, make sure you soothe them first. Got that? No sudden movements. Soothe the absconding alpacas. I can certainly try. Let's see. Do I have it? Do indeed. Hey, you come down. A suitably soothed animal makes its way nonchalantly back to the alpaca stables. Well, that's good. Is that on top of the landing? I just gotta walk around it. That I can't jump down into. Certainly looks like it. Don't worry, Lamati. I shall do all this work that you should be doing. Because I know that you're super busy now as a Dawn servant. Huvulja. How far he'll go. Level 97. Huvulja needs you to track down his wayward trainee. Hey you, you're not busy, are you? Earlier we got word that a shipment of parts is coming, so I sent my trainee to fetch them, but he's still not back yet. Could I trouble you to pay a visit to the junkmonger in Bayside Bevy and ask if young Hatsaro has been by? I'm in the middle of something here. Sure, man. Actually, I do need to go back to Bayside Bevy, don't I? Because there's... perhaps I could go to Watch and Pillow, pick all this stuff up, because there's something over here, too. Oh, actually, that's up the ramp to the right, then. Sure. So back to Bayside Bevy. Pick all that stuff up. I forgot to pick up. I wanted to head straight to the respawning quarter. Looks like it's on the other side. The upper shops. Innervoke Gates and Gemstone Trader. The trainee mechanic from the dirigible landing. No, I'm afraid I haven't seen him today. Might be as he took the scenic route, as he's often wont to do. Seeing as you're looking for him, you might as well take the delivery along with you. Knowing Huvulja, he won't be satisfied until both are brought to him. As for where his young charge might be, I often see him up here at High Tide Harbor, gazing out at the sea. Like as not, you'll find him there now. Sweet. I'm walking by. On the piers, I can pick up these 3. Go watch him pedal. Or watch him pedal. Why? Uh-oh. That is the father hallway. Well, I guess I can keep going then. Dutiful deckhand. Of crates and correspondence. Dutiful deckhand's problems are twofold. Waylaid cargo and one very concerned mother. Look, Zabilja, I know you're waiting on a letter from your son, but I'm just asking that you cut me some slack. Just a little slack, actually. True enough, we picked up a letter from your son back in Eorzea, but with all of them evil ear in the city. What? Heave o here? That's a phrase? That's a turn of phrase? Oh, heave ho is what he's saying. Evil ear in the city. Our cargo ended up all over the place. Till we take stock of things, there's no telling where it might be. Oh, I see. Please do come and find me if that letter turns up. I live over in the Resplendent Quarter. Am I right in thinking you're an adventurer from Eorzea? Apologies about all that just now. I tell you, never thought I'd end up running into so much trouble right after dropping anchor. I say, reckon you could help me fetching the last few supply crates that got waylaid in all the trouble. I tell you, I'd rather sail straight into an owling gale than see a mother fretting over her son like that. If you help gather the crates, I can get to searching for that letter. Okay. Hey, yo. The best. Triple triad. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, a lookout point. So can I just, like, put this in my pocket? Sick. Hey, man. Oh. Sorry, I was lost in thought. How can I help you? Metal dirigible parts. Each piece was painstakingly sculpted to make the big flying balloons go whoosh. My mentor sent you to find me. And you brought the parts we ordered? Well, you well and truly caught me slacking. Not to judge at a glance, but you're not from around here, are you? Did you happen to know anything about dirigibles? Somewhat versed, perhaps? What does that mean? Far from it, I'm afraid. I figured. When it comes to sky travel across the salt, I've read that airships are more common by far. I've only just started my apprenticeship. My dream is to one day cross the sea in a balloon of my own making. Naturally, my first destination will be Old Charlie. The great Quan, I learned so much of what he knows. What a journey it would be. There I go again. The moment my thoughts turn to daydreams, I'll find myself here at the harbor. But that's enough time wasted. I better take these parts back to the dirigible landing. And while we're here... Oh. High Tide Harbor. Due to the abundance of reefs in Tuliyollal's coastal waters, marine visitors are forced to anchor their ships out at sea and board smaller vessels to make safe landfall. The harbor's name is no idle promise, as even boats with shallow drafts can be caught on rocks even when the tide is low. Neat. So we have all sorts of little boats, little dinghies. And we pick this up. Huh? Let's first talk to a culinarian. Culinary import. Tacos al pastor. Handmade flour tortillas filled with sauteed alpaca meat and garnished with a spicy pineapple salsa. The intent of culinarian dearly hopes his international delivery hasn't been lost at sea. You were on the ship that pulled into port just now, were you not? I have a favor to ask. I'm expecting a shipment addressed to Auntie's Tacos, but I fear it may have been unloaded on the southern pier by mistake. I'd be ever so grateful if you could speak with your crew for me. I need to be getting back to open the shop. But if you do manage to find it, please bring it over. I'll see to it that you're paid for the delivery. I promise. Alright, my curiosity has been piqued. What is this? Corn of necessity. You happen upon a curious cob of corn that almost seems alive. Tirali corn is a superb species of grain native to the continent of Tyrol. Rustle, rustle. The rustling of this corn sounds not unlike a dejected sigh, and you could swear it is looking out at the ocean. Oh, well, it's me. What voice am I going to give corn? If I was corn, what type of sound would I make? Oh, woe is me. Are you all right?
You can see me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, blessed be. For countless ages have I watched over these lands. When man first tilled her soil, I was there. When they partook of her bounty, I was there. A silent guardian of the harvest, my presence unmistakable.
Okay.
Yet the passage of time would bring change to the people. They began to forget the old ways. Forget me. I traveled the lands hither and yon, yet no matter where I went, I remained unseen and unheard. I feared before long I might shuck this nigh immortal cob. Yet here at the last, I have found a kindly soul able and willing to lend me an ear. But will he lend me a hand as well, I wonder? I wish to help the people of Tyrol, fill their hearts and bellies both, lest their hunger invite terrible misfortune. All that are born into this world are deserving of happiness. Would you not agree? So let them eat, I say. Eat corn and be merry. Alas, I cannot reach them in my diminished state, but you can, and so I shall bequeath unto you the most delectable corn dishes, which are to then be distributed to the masses. What say you?
This seems familiar.
Such selflessness, such
You know what? There you go, that's what it sounds like.
such selflessness, such compassion. How long has it been since last I met a soul so grossly incandescent? I am but a humble stock, basking in the warmth of your generous heart. Well, my friend, let us be off.
What the fuck is this? The curious corn spirit has elected to be referred to as the corn servant. Speak with them again when you are ready to spread corn and happiness to the masses. What is this? Oh, wait.
Goodness, how long has it been since last man has partaken of my corn? I can hardly wait. The hungry bellies of Tyrol cry out for satiation. Let us sally forth.
The corn servant is now following you. Keep them at your side in order to pursue quest objectives. What the fuck is he going to say?
This is hardly the idle time for chatter, my friend. We have bellies to fill.
What if I leave him?
Pressing business, you say? Then I shall await your return at the High Tide Harbor. You are returned? Good, good. Let the belly filling resume.
For real, what is this? Oh man, corn of necessity. Corn of necessity, culinary import. There's 3 of them. Right? So where's the third one? There's one. Crates, corn. Oh, there. Okay, it's at the next to the Aetheryte Plaza. What am I to do now? I'm like to starve at this rate.
His belly, it speaks to me. I bid you offer him this grilled corn, seared to perfection with the hope that yet burns in my corny bosom.
Here, have some of this, man. Is that grilled corn? For me? Mm-hmm. That's awful kind of you. I'm new to Tuliyollal. It's been pretty hard. Harder since I lost my job. I've been so hungry lately I can barely think straight. But the smell of this corn with the smoky sweet aroma has brightened my day. I can hardly wait to eat it. Feels like maybe my luck is starting to turn around. Thank you, sir. I won't forget this. There he goes. Anything you're saying that we did that? Nope. What the hell, man? I'm being followed by corn. Hungry woman. Perhaps I'll simply skip dinner today.
A belly and heart both in dire need of nourishment. Here, take of my cob. Let its earthy scent and savory flavors offer her comfort.
Here you are. Some fresh corn.
Grilled corn? Oh, my husband loves grilled corn.
My husband loves grilled corn. My bad. Past tense. Motherfucker gone.
Life simply isn't the same without him. One moment I think I'm fine, then suddenly I find myself brought to tears. Even eating has been a struggle, but I know he wouldn't want me to mourn him.
Are you sure?
Thank you for this. I'll try to do better, for his sake and mine.
What? Lady, it's just corn. What the fuck? A hungry mamulja. Bro, the restaurant's right over there.
I'm so hungry, but I have no money. May the gods forgive me for what I'm about to do. Do you hear that, friend? His belly weeps from hunger. Pray offer him this corn. Let its smoky sweetness give him comfort and deliver him from foul temptation.
Hey man, it's a bite to eat.
Is this grilled corn for me? Truly? Oh, my stomach has been in knots for days. Thank you. It shames me to admit it, but I tried my hand at gambling and lost everything. I was so desperate for food. I was tempted to do terrible, terrible things. This corn has filled my aching stomach and helped to clear my head. Oh, what a fool I've been. It's time to start over and get my life together.
Oh shit.
The rumbling of bellies indeed has ceased. Come, let us find a quiet place to speak.
Okay. This way. This is new. What is this fucking side quest?
Full glad am I to have helped the people of Tuliyollal. Indeed, my kernel swelled with joy at the sight of their happy and content faces. And you, friend, your kindness cannot go unrewarded. Meet me at the gate over yonder, and I will see you duly compensated for your trouble.
Well, okay. I wonder what the hell's gonna happen now.
There you are. I hope our little excursion was as fulfilling for you as it was for me. It's a terrible thing to be hungry. Unattended bellies are quick to fill themselves with pain and anguish, feelings that will lead the heart astray. Thanks to you, my corn has sated the hunger that would otherwise invite misery to this place. From the bottom of my cob, I thank you. Please, take of my corn. May these kernels keep your belly full and spirits lifted. Now, I really must be going. While the people of Tuliyollal may be content, there are other hungry souls out there in need of nourishment. Until we meet again.
What a hero. God bless. Salute him as he goes. Oh, hi there. Hello. Alright, time to go. Now we have some corn, man. Am I gonna first ascendance? What the fuck is that? Will just text me. Won't get it. What is that? The Destiny ripoff thing? Okay. Got... Whoops. That's why you don't text and drive. Got to see more of it first, to be honest. Thought it looked okay. Guess Destiny cooked with a new expansion or something because everyone's forgiving it now. Oh yeah. Final shape was apparently a 9 out of 10 for most reviewers. Which is kinda wild. Dawntrail has been pretty fun. Story is hit or miss with people. But its dungeons and trials have been really fun according to everyone. Raid isn't out yet, but hopefully it keeps with this pattern. I've heard good things and literally nothing except that one bunny dude from Endwalker's in it. Nice. Probably go get back into it at the end of the week. Hoggers. Yo, we have Will in the game. Bro, maybe I can record that shit too. He's gonna get a new PC coming to replace the old one. Then you can install the cousin. The fucking what? Okay. I quit fooling around. I'm sorry. The cousin. Okay. You're back. My trainee just got here just ahead of you. So what's this I hear about the two of you having a heart-to-heart at the harbor? Man wants to fly his own dirigible to Old Charlian. Wants to cross the sea in his own craft, huh? Good for him, I say. Boys age ought to dream big. Technology a second promise brought home to Tuliyollal has sparked new ideas among the youth like nothing I've ever seen. Mark my words, they'll do great things for this country one day. Me? Got my claws full keeping these dirigibles up and running. The next generation has my support. Nothing would make me prouder than to watch them soar to ever greater heights. Great, now you got me waxing all sentimental. Something in the fumes, perhaps. Take your reward and run along before I embarrass myself, would ya? He gave me pants! Alright, let me finish texting, bro. Okay. Finally done texting. Although it's almost time for raid for me. Not raid, but EX trial trials, essentially. So let's finish this up real fast, if we can. Because we shall see if I start getting yelled at for being late. I think we'll need to be going to Dynamis in order for all of us to meet up, because one of us is on Primal. A shipment for aunties. Got it right here, of course. Not sure what you were told, but all imports from Mayosia are unloaded on this side. My culinary makes some great tacos, but I'll be damned if he can pay attention to half the words I say to him. His order's packed and ready in that crate there, but bugger me if it ain't heavy. Oh, it's a good thing I found it. Immediately. Carried the shipment to the inattentive culinarian, auntie's tacos before the time runs out. 2 minutes, let's go. Here you go, bud. You found... I shouldn't do it for you. You found it. Thank the gods. I don't know what I've done. Had my cookbook been left on a dock back in Limsa Lominza. What luck I could flag down such a hospitable little deckhand. Not a deckhand, actually. Wait, what do you mean you're not part of the crew? I thought you came into port with my books. Our taco stand gets a lot of tourists, so I thought I'd import some cookbooks from your culinary capital and brush up on foreign food culture. Who knows, one of these days I might invent an Eorzean-style taco. Anyway, my apologies for the misunderstanding. As payment, take these freshly made tacos on the house. Alright, well, that happened. Looks like all my crates are present and accounted for. Much obliged. Right, I got myself a letter to find. One of several wooden crates waylaid during the attack on Tuliyollal, faintly damp and salt encrusted. Zabilja, was it? I'll never find this bleeding letter. Oh, hold on. What's this here? Never thought I'd find the damn thing so quick. She said she lived in the Resplendent Quarter, didn't she? I hate to ask, but would you mind taking this letter to Zabilja for me? I can do that. Ba-da-bum-bum, ba-ba-dum. Anything else around here? I don't think so. So we have like one here, potentially 3 in this direction. Got a bunch of shit. Oh, there's another alpaca to find it. Aetherite Plaza. So let's head there first. To the Aetherite Plaza. Ba-ba-dum. There it is. You come down. Yep. Nonchalantly back to the alpaca stables. Okay. Let's go to the Resplendent Quarter. Precocious Mamulja. Ooh, what's this? Shrimp cocktail. Nice.
Hey, mister, will you help me? Earlier today, I got a pretty painting of the city from a Chitona painter, and I showed it to my mom, and she really liked it. Then she sent me to deliver this fruit as a thank you gift. But now the painter isn't here anymore. I don't know what to do. Can you help me look around?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, so the painter was gonna make one more picture, like this. which means wherever we can see this view, that's where we'll find him.
Fucking Christ. Before I do that. Oh, you're that fellow from earlier, yes? A letter penned by a good-natured son residing in lands afar. Here you are. You found it! This came all the way from my son Tuliyollal in... Oh. Tuliyollal in Eorzea. Tuliyollal? I actually know that guy. My son became acquainted with an Eorzean mage who was visiting Tural. They ended up traveling back to Eorzea together. Apparently they wanted to promote the blue magic techniques they learned from the Wallachie or some such. Tuliyollal's always been very good about keeping in touch, but with everything that's happened of late, I couldn't help but assume the worst. You can't imagine what a relief it was laying eyes on that letter just now. Oh, I do hope he's eaten well, though. I wonder if they have cornbread in Eorzea. It's always been his favorite. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like a moment alone to read my son's letter. Please give my thanks to the deckhand. Wow, Tuliyollal's mom. That's where I remember the name from. I at first thought it was just from Upper Lenosha. Like, the guy, the mercenary dude that does this weird dance. But I'm wrong. It's the guy from the Blue Mage quest.
Let's go find that painter. The picture shows the rooftops and harbor from above, so it must have been taken from somewhere up high.
We are now carrying the landscape from high ground. Refer back to it as necessary to find the designated location. Precocious Mamulja is now accompanying you. We gotta find customers, man. Oh, it's not up here? Imagine we can go up here next. Then walk into this building and overlook the balcony. Ooh, that looks pretty close. Hey, over there. With me, child. Jump for it. Good shit, child. You made it. I'm proud of you. Greetings, traveler. Oh, and I see you brought the little Mamulja from earlier.
I was looking all over for you. My mom said to give you this as thanks for the pretty painting.
Came all this way just to thank me with a snack. Far too kind, little one. 'Twas a little more than a doodle. I was rewarded enough by the smile on your face. Take it you're her chaperone, then. Thank you for looking out for her. Nodders. God damn it. Sure, of course. This town has a special place in my heart. We Shatona are a long-lived people. I've had the good fortune to watch the community sprout up for nothing. I used to think this country would never amount to much, but seeing all these vibrant cultures thriving alongside one another in harmony, I wish to immortalize its beauty with what talent yet remains in me. Remains to me.
You must really love Tuliyollal, huh? Well, don't worry. Me and my mom are going to love your painting forever and ever and ever.
Aww. It's an honor, little one. Now then, seeing as I've finished my current painting, I think it's time I found a new visit to admire. Hope to see you around, friends.
I never really thought about how pretty our town is. I feel like I learned something today. Thanks again for helping me find the painter, mister. I'm gonna take good care of this picture, that I will. But before you go here, this is for you.
Shrimp cocktail, some experience. Nice kid. Give me some shrimp cocktail. Alright. I think we will finish up these two, or at least attempt to. So I'm looking for specific customers, right? Up you go. Okay, it's above me. Both of them are, actually. Oh. Right. For now, wait, I'll be back. Well, yeah, I can pause this and then just re-log in as Shinichi, so hopefully I remember to. Be right back. Oh Christ, I'm back. Whatever you do, don't rewind the time to see see the difference in time right now. Let's just keep going. I'm not voicing this thing. It's impossible. I don't speak I don't speak Beaver. The vocal varmint and its companions seem willing to follow you. Lead the pair back to the determined naturalist at High Tide Harbor. This ain't good. This is never good. So raid night was pretty good. We got 7 clears of Valley Garmonda. Never already forgotten what the fuck I'm looking for. I'm looking for customers. Only 2 customers, huh? Ba-ba-ba. Well, these motherfuckers better be invisible. Shit, dude. Oh, right. A moblin. Here you go. This is for you.
Ah, special order of mold flour is here at last. Now I have all the ingredients to crafty bake loaves of rat bread. Haven't heard of mold flour? Mixy blend of wheat and mycotoxins with a sweet stinky smell. In Earthenshire, all breads and cookies are craft baked with it. Essential element of traditional Mobby cuisine. Really? Since stingy shopkeepers of Tuliyollal refused to stock it, my only option was to bulk buy with a Pelu Pelu goods bearer. Now to go and bring back my package. Many thanks to kind Lowlander.
Really? That is very interesting. That is all sorts of cool. You want to know what? So, essentially, they're saying it's like the moblins use yeast. Cool. Ba-bum, hey yo, there's 2 beds in here. Alright, good. Nobody back here. Who was the other person I was supposed to be looking for? There you are. Dear me. You mean to say my package has arrived? I had some dried reeds imported from Okanu, you see. Ordered them as soon as I heard the crops had recovered. Though I may live in Tuliyollal now, I always keep my homeland close to heart. To a Hanu like myself, there is no greater comfort than the smell of reeds when I walk through the door. Oh. Speaking of which, I had better go fetch them, hadn't I? There are a few areas I could do with a bit of touching up. I think I'm finally feeling brave enough to venture outside. Can't stay in here forever. I need to restock my food supplies. Nice. Alright. Just run hither and yon yet again. Thank you. The two stragglers arrived safe and sound a little while ago. A masterful display of alpaca husbandry. No wonder you were asked to play a part in the rite of succession. These alpacas are direct descendants of the mounts we Pelu Pelu presented as a sign of friendship when Tuliyollal was founded. I'm sure you've heard the tale of Gulul Jaja catching a golden alpaca. Well, the creatures we gifted were sired by that shiny beast itself. To say that they had quite the pedigree would be a gross undervaluation. And you can be sure that their legacy lives on today. These beasts are fleet of foot, strong of limb, just like their ancestors. If you ever have need of a mount, you could do far worse than a Tuliyollal alpaca. Right, I should tend to the two you so kindly brought back. I appreciate all the help. Bracelet coffer. These three. The final four. Here you are, man. I've collected for you your specimens. Brilliant, simply brilliant. Not one, but two. I only spotted a single specimen earlier. Little did I think there would be another lurking nearby. I ain't reading that. They both seem remarkably docile. What a marvelous stroke of luck to be reunited with my quarry so quickly. This rather vindicates my decision to travel all this way. You see, our professor recently absconded, leaving me and my fellow researchers vying for the newly vacated position. It's just what I needed. If I can work this discovery into a paper, it will do wonders for my standing within the faculty. Put me one step closer to that tenured position. Suffice it to say, I will keep a close eye on these two, attending to them with the utmost care. Can't wait to conduct a thorough study. Huh. I like how Shanice just dumbfounded. Like, what the hell just happened? I literally walked some animals around the place. What were they called again? Beavers? Yes, they're called beavers, Marcus. You get that letter over to Tuliyollal, did you? Like I said, you hate to see someone worried for their loved ones. Glad we could put her mind at ease. Most of Mamulja that Ed for Eorzea end up as mercenaries. imagine there's a fair few who set sail and never get word back home. Seems like old Zabilja's son was a decent lad, though. Tell ya, all this has got me pining for me family. Nothing back in Limsa, you see. Not that there's time for dilly-dallying. Not when there's work that one's doing. Make sure you're out for adventure. Ain't no problem. I'm tired. Let's get these out the way. Just call it a day. I see you managed to find them. Thanks to you, the packages have safely reached my customers' hands. Paws? Claws? In the meantime, I've been browsing Bayside Bevy. The shops here have all the most common daily necessities, along with a variety of goods from other far-flung corners of Tyrol. But Tuliyollal is a melting pot of cultures with their own unique needs. Sometimes a limited selection here doesn't cut it. That's where we come in. As peddlers, we travel to those distant locales, buy their most sought-after goods, and deliver them to the resident here. For a price, mind. Speaking of travel, did you come here from Eorzea by chance? I've yet to speak out there for import goods. One of these days, I might just have to make the trip. Oh, before I forget, your fee. Da-da-da-da. Oh, 4 more side quests to go, and then I can go to bed. I would really like to go to bed soon. I don't want to get this done. I want to get it all done in one part. And we'll just continue doing the other ones some other time. Tapipia. Much ado about nothing. I guess it's spaghetti. Well met, traveler. Couldn't help but notice you staring at my crops there. Dabbling in a bit of sowing and growing yourself? A quick errand for me. By way of things, I'll share some of the know-how we local farmers have cultivated over the years. Right, all sorts of compost, and that's where you come in. I need your help getting a hold of the makings that go into the mulch. You can't go wrong with alpaca manure. Oh boy, ooh, almost fell asleep there. No need to look so worried. I'll get the dung delivered from the alpaca stables later. What I want you to do is go around and collect vegetable scraps for me. I've got an arrangement with some of the eateries here in Tuliyollal, you see. I need you to pay a visit to Jabaliate, Taye, and Auntie's Tacos. Think you could do that for me? Did I even read the first bit? Or did I just like... Alright, all sorts of composts should come in. I need your help getting a hold of the makers that go to the mulch. Can't go wrong with alpaca manure. Okay. Up the ramp. Da, 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 da. This place is still fucking massive. Ooh, it's happening again. I'm falling asleep. Maybe it's too good. Nostalgic attendant. Should you choose to undertake this quest, know that guidance from the journal, Did You Listen map will be limited. Once a Riddler, now a ruler. I recognize you from the Dawn Service entourage. You have my wholehearted thanks for taking part in the rite of succession. I myself am an attendant to Val Luke Lamont. Yes, perhaps I can entrust this to you. The riddle inside that envelope was penned by Val Kawana himself. It's the first part of a treasure hunt he devised for his sister. As I recall, he managed to solve the initial riddle, but gave up soon. She managed to solve the initial riddle, gave up soon after that. I gather the clues were a little too challenging. In time, we forgot all about it. Anyway, outside of my quarters the other day, I stumbled across that envelope. The treasure should still lie here within the city. If you're keen for a bit of sport, perhaps you'd like to try and decipher Val Kawana's words. The first riddle I gave you will point you in the right direction. Okay. An envelope entrusted to you by the nostalgic attendant. The first untidily scrawled clue to Tuliyollal treasure hunt is contained within. A great hall rests upon buried shells of old, where palm trees tower over sands gleaming gold. Really now. That's all that's here. Many multitudes of Mamulja. One of Wuklamat's companions. Say, could I trouble you to go and fetch someone for me? It's time for patrol. My partner is nowhere to be seen. I'd handle it myself, but I could miss his arrival were I to leave a post. Knowing him, he's lost the conversation somewhere in the bright balloon post. Look for the Bunewa with the big eyes and dark blue scales. When you find him, tell him his partner is waiting for him. Very close by, actually. Missing Mamulja. Patrol. I don't know who you've taken me for, but I just finished my shift. Oh, you're not Bunewa, you're Dopro. Do I look like some moon-eyed Bunewa to you? Clearly I'm a Dopro. Alright, man. I'm kinda tired. Where's the Bunewa guy? That goes Hubigo. Uno E. Huh, how weird. Where is he? No, I don't believe I have any work scheduled today. Maybe you mix me up with someone else? Ah, no. I am a Hubigo. Bunewa don't have long combs like ours, you see. They're mostly commonly identified by the hue of their scales. Okay, yeah, so... he's somewhere here. Oh, I see. The barracks is also open to me, so he could be inside. There we go. It's on the inside. Patrol partner? Yeah, someone he's looking for. I don't know why he's always so needlessly punctual, but there are in fact still a few minutes before our shift. And again, patience has never been his strong suit. In any case, thank you for letting me know. I suppose I'll head over early just to be nice. Excuse me. My apologies for the trouble. Honestly, was he afraid that I died or something? Welcome back. My partner here let me know you sent him. Didn't I see you talking to another Mamul job before you found me? Suppose we all look alike to you people from across the salt. No, dude, I am super tired, and you were inside the building. Appearances aren't everything, of course. With our superior arcane ability, we of the Bunewa tribe are typically employed as mages or palace seers. For the Hubigo, they are more likely to excel in feats of athleticism. Dopro, meanwhile, are renowned for their skill at beast handling. Oh, you can see one tending to the Weavray right over there. Ah, speaking of which, perhaps I should tell you about... that's enough! Sorry about him. My friend here can never remember when to hold his tongue. Thanks again for your help. Waste enough time here. Onwards to our patrol. That's completely fine. Kalalja. Lalja seeks to introduce an own organization to Tyrol. You are Val Wuklamat's entourage, yes? How fortuitous. I happen to have a small request of you. Understand in Eorzea, you have an organization called the Adventurers Guild. For some time now, the Wing of Reflection has been deliberating on whether to introduce a similar organization here. The issue is all the more pressing in light of recent events. If the city were to come under attack again, the Landsguard alone may be unable to cope. Before we proceed, we wish to canvass the people of Tuliyollal. Hear that guilds are often based in locales where residents gather, taverns and eateries and such. I believe Jabalyav Tae is a close approximation. I would ask that you visit Jabalyav Tae to discuss the matter with Brook Evu and seek his permission to conduct a survey among the patrons. This gives me time to also sell the riddle. Tapia sent you. I made sure to set aside all the scraps and peelings you need. They're yours for the taking. Thank you. Of course, there's plenty of traders selling vegetables at Bayside Bevy, but being able to source our produce straight from Seafoam Field is a great boon for us. Doesn't come much fresher than that, I tell you. You say this Adventurers Guild would look to assemble here at the Jabalyav Tae? But we get more foreign patrons of late, and they do seem to struggle when it comes to fighting guides and swords for hire. So this place would be ideal for putting travelers in touch with mercenaries and what have you. Still, you might have a hard time convincing the patrons they'd benefit from this guild you speak of. Anyway, feel free to mingle. Don't make it sound like the palace have already committed to the idea, okay? Oh god, more people to talk to. Okay. Well, knock away. What need do we have for an organization like that? Val Wuklamat has our interests close at heart. Why, she's often in here listening to our troubles. Besides, Brook Evu already works hard to make Jabalyav Tae a welcoming place for all, foreign visitors included. I'd be more than happy than dealing with adventurers that they were all like you, but if the palace is suddenly flooded with boar shell swords, that's another thing entirely. I'm not looking to tar you with the same brush, but you know how some of their ilk behave. Gazing out at the beach, sipping on a glass of something sweet and refreshing. That's what Jabalyav Tae is about. It may never change. Adventurers will set up shop here at Jabalyav Tae. Well, it means us regular folk could find people willing to solve our problems. I'd be all for it. Zeralja never seemed to care much about our plight. You can plead all you liked, but the Landsguard would rarely get involved. Then again, we've already got the Wing of Protection and the Wing of Reflection. We'd likely be better served getting the institutions we do have to play their part before we try anything else. Great Hall rests upon buried shells of old. The palm trees tower over sands of gleaming gold. Okay. Oh god. This is the right place, right? I am too fucking tired for this. Well, what is this? The second riddle. Weathered planks creak quietly guiding the way to a verdant bed of green washed with sea spray. boy. Wake up. Stuff. I guess I didn't have to teleport, huh? I think it's shorter. Tapia is after his vegetable scraps, is he? Say no more. Make a decent taco, you can't just eat, can't cut corners when it comes to meat and spices, but vegetables are just as vital. Mine are packed full of the beast endurance you can get, and all of it grown by Tapia himself. We business owners have to look out for one another, after all. Uh-oh. Oops. My eyes began to unfocus real fast. Weathered planks creak, quietly guarding the way to a verdant bed of green washed with sea spray. Oh, back with my scraps, are you? What'd that say? Portion of colorful vegetable peeling from one of Tuliyollal's eateries, now destined for the compost. But that. Much obliged. Now with a little heat and time, these odds and ends will make for a fine compost. That's not all they're here for. Spread them straight into the soil and make for decent fertilizer in a pinch. The folks used to do in the olden days, however. Then the head of reason and his companions got to put in their knowledge of plants and what not to use, sowing the seeds for the seeds of the composting techniques we use today. I named this farm Seafoam Fields for a good reason. That salty air brings with it plenty of minerals which help the plants thrive. All it takes beyond that is a bit of compost to bring out the best in the soil. All these scraps I should be set for a good while. Appreciate your help, traveler. And for what it's worth, I hope you learned a thing or two from my prattling on. Uh-oh. Happen again. Where am I? And what am I doing? Checked here, 'cause it's like, talk to Matt. Right. Yeah, I made it. My eyes were closed that whole time. Not the whole time, but a pretty good majority of it. Okay, now we can do the riddle. Spoke with patrons, yes, thank you. What did the people of Tuliyollal have to say about the notion of an Adventures Guild? A chunk of them really didn't care. I see. You say some patrons would welcome the influx of people who would aid them, but others were wary of welcoming unsavory characters to Jabal Yate. Had a more lukewarm response than I'd hoped for. Seems that first and foremost there's room for improvement with our current institutions. Besides, the patrons sound rather attached to Jabali Uptai they know and love. I have no doubt that Adventurers Guild would flourish here in Tuliyollal if only the concept were more familiar. Nevertheless, I fear the time is not right for such discussions. Introducing the Guild of the reckless, unnecessary groundwork would not likely prove counterproductive. For the time being, my colleagues and I will continue our deliberations. Thank you for this adventure. You're welcome. We'll check here next. Weathered Planks Creek guide quietly guiding the way to a vertical green wash with sea spray. You know what? Seeing as this is the last one and I am falling asleep, let me just end this part right here. We're going to pick up and finish this one in the next part where I'm more refreshed, my mind is more open, and we can go actually finish this up. So, thank you. Okay, more side quest time. I think what we'll be doing is we'll finish up the one in Tuliyollal. Depending on where it takes us, we may go to Kozmauka next, just to like go down the line essentially. So, let's go. Press this button. There we go. Everything goes back in that. Decipher the second riddle and find the location hinted at their end. Oh my god, my brain died last night trying to do this. Weathered Planks Creek, quietly guiding the way to a verdant bed of green washed with sea spray. Verdant bed of green. Okay, so it wasn't here. At Bright Bloom Post. That was a really nice idea of me. Sea spray. It would be just like continuing along. It would just be at the Forward Cabins. Because we got the first part of the Gorna Truck Green Sands.
This is gonna be fun. Time to use my brain. Yippee!
Actually, it would be really neat, not just it's not just in Oh. Oh, are those plants down there? What's up, bro? Wait, I'm fishing with Enki, dude. I'm gonna be a little upset if this isn't it. That looks like a bed of green to me down there. Those look like trees. Well, hey, yay! I was right. Feels good, man. We found the final riddle. Oh, it's already over. We're back to it. It's necessary to find the designated location. Well, first, that's the loot, you dumbass. The Forward Cabins. Spanning the length of a pier, these pleasant cottages replace a previous fleet of boats that once served visitors as rudimentary accommodations. Really? They said that a foreign explorer was responsible for naming the guest houses when he likened the roofs to ship prows. Oh, and their cozy interiors to a captain's cabin. Gotcha. Forward as in forward. Forward cabins. Gotcha. That's the A thoroughfare worn, smooth speaks of journeys come to end. Reason and resolve, set in stone, with duty contend. Reason and resolve set in stone with duty contend. Thoroughfare, huh? So we first found the one at Jabalia Taye, the end of Farard Cabins. And I'd imagine this next one, with Reason and Resolve in stone, would be at Morrow's Measure, because that's where he's had... What's it called? He's had his journey, like, you know, placed in stone. Thoroughfare worn smooth. Weeks of journeys come to end. Reason and resolve set in stone with duty content. Hey, my guy caught a fish. Thoroughfare. Born smooth speaks of journeys come to end. Reason and resolve set in stone. Duty content. Was there anywhere else a statue? Or like anything depicting the Lul Jaja? Was? Because I'm only thinking it's here. His entire journey. No, yeah, that was not. Just a little plant. Hey, there it is. That's right. You have found a green imitation ring. Report your success to nostalgic attendant at Waya Plaza. Prison Plaza. Maybe I'm not fully awake yet. Who the fuck knows? That was kind of fun, figuring that out for myself. It's really good when you try to like solve stuff with like an actual like a mind that's awake. Apparently not, but my mind is also still pretty jacked, I guess. Pretty busted. Welcome back. How did you fare? Green imitation ring. A ring set with a green glass bead, doing its very best imitation of a pricier piece of jewelry. Aw, that's adorable. Aha, this brings back memories. Many moons ago, Val Koana had me accompany him to Bayside Bevy. The thought of shopping alone seemed to unnerve him. Anyway, this is what he bought that day. He was incredibly fond of his sister. When she begged him to come up with this treasure hunt, he was more than happy to oblige. Now they stand together as rulers of Tuliyollal, supporting one another as they strive for their ideals. Yes, I dare say the realm's future is in safe hands. If I get the opportunity, I shall deliver this ring to Val Koana. I can't help but wonder how he'd present it to his sister after all these years. With that, I take my leave. Thank you for unearthing this slumbering treasure and the memories that came with it. I think that's all of them. I don't have a level 90 crafter and or gatherer, so I can those up. This character. I can pick them up on someone like Regina or Halo, but not on Shinichi. Hell, during Endwalker, I started up the thing for my Alchemist at the Studium. Never finished it. And I still got my Alchemist up to level 90.